There's one guarantee I can make you. If you're a person of love, of compassion, and empathy, it's that you're regularly going to be almost bombarded with people in need. And your heart is going to bleed for them, and you're going to desire to assist them and to help them, and we should. God has commanded us to do that. But there's one basic rule that I regularly have to be reminded of that I think you need to know as well. That when it comes to other people, our call is to comfort them, but not to fix them. So we comfort them. 2 Corinthians, the book opens with these words in verse number 3 of chapter 1. Praise be to the God and Father of our Lord Jesus Christ, the Father of compassion and the God of all comfort, who comforts us in all of our troubles, so that we can comfort those in any trouble with the comfort we ourselves have received from God. And so God gives us comfort, gives us grace, so that we can give that grace and comfort to other people. So clearly, we are supposed to be involved in the lives of other people to assist them and to help them. And yet, whenever we are in those circumstances, there is going to be a temptation, not just to comfort them, but to fix them. And yes, there are occasions in which we can fix people. So if we have somebody who is hungry, we don't just sit with them in the midst of their hunger. We can actually fix their hunger by giving them a meal. If somebody is thirsty, we can actually give them a drink. But if somebody has mental illness, if somebody is overwhelmed with grief, if somebody is struggling emotionally within their own lives, our goal in that moment can't be to fix them, because we can't do that. And yet so often I see, and I feel it within my own self, good-hearted people come alongside other people and attempt to fix them. And so some will try to fix by saying this, well, you're going through this. If you'll just learn the lesson. So there's a lesson to be learned. And as soon as you learn this lesson from God, then in that moment, this suffering will go away. We're actually trying to fix the situation. Now, others will come in super spiritual kind of manners and basically say, if you have enough faith, and they'll pray for this to be supernaturally removed from the person. It's okay to pray for healing, no doubt. But when that healing doesn't come, when the person isn't fixed, they don't know what to do. Others take a very natural approach. And if you're sick, if you're ill, if something is going on, then there's a diet to take, there are vitamins to take, and they'll try to fix it in some way. And all along, what they're doing is they're trying to solve a situation because they're uncomfortable with the discomfort of suffering, of sorrow, of sadness, of what is the human condition. And what God has called us to do is not to go around and fix everybody, but to actually come along and give the grace and compassion that He has given to us, to give that to them. Look at some situation, some person in your life right now, and is it possible that what you're trying to do is to fix them? It's probably most tempting as a parent. I want to fix the problems for my children. And while there are occasions that I can fix some of their issues, most of the time, especially the older they get, my call as a dad is not to fix their problem. It's to be with them in the midst of what they're going through, to assist them, to point out things, to help them, maybe to figure it out on their own or to wait till God acts in a way that He's going to act. But all along the way, to simply be there with them, bringing a comfort and a peace and a friendship and a security and a constant reminder of, hey, God sees you and He loves you. Today, you're going to face the temptation to fix somebody. Avoid that temptation and instead do for them what God has done for us. Comfort them.